Hi everyone, we are CP Co., a GDPR and information security consultancy. Our mission is to help organizations understand their vulnerabilities in data privacy protection and information security requirements for compliance with European regulations, consequences for perceived violations, and to avoid massive fines up to 4% of revenue in order to effectively manage the use of European individuals' personal information within their operations. So in our site, we have a couple of dashboards in order to display this information. The first, dashboard A, is a correlation of U.S. laws to European Union's General Data Protection Regulations articles, and that is this source right here, which the data was extracted by Beautiful Soup. Dashboard B, additional data privacy requirements per European Union country. That's this website here, which was extracted using a API tool Parse Hub. Dashboard C, companies fined by GDPR law, from this website here, again using the API tool Parse Hub. Dashboard D, statistics on worldwide data breaches, which we use Beautiful Soup to extract data from this website of all the data breaches. And lastly, Dashboard E, surveys on customers' preferences on data privacy, where we implemented a Google form survey, which many people answered various questions, and we got this information by direct download right into an Excel spreadsheet. So from all of these sources, after we extracted the data, they were all placed into CSV files in which we cleaned from there, and that code is available in our source code. Okay, so we implemented Dash. It's a framework to send multiple Python graphs and implement them on a web application framework. So in order to run this, you need to read our readme.txt file, instructions for installing and running Dash. You first open a terminal as administrator and you run all of these pip installs. So you make sure you want to install all of these for our code to execute effectively. After you're done with that, you open another terminal and go to a directory where group1 GDPR project.py is, which is the zip file that we will submit. From there, you're going to run Python group1 GDPR project.py. Now, you can do this in terminal, or you can run this Python program in idle. Once executed and loaded, now initially your first time running, it may take several seconds for this to load up, as it's just starting the server initially for the first time. So once that's loaded up, you're going to open a browser. For this example, we used Google Chrome, and you're going to go to this URL. So I have just read the README. I've opened a terminal as administrator. I've run all the pip installs. Now I opened another terminal, which doesn't have to be as administrator, and I am in the directory with my program file. So again, you can do this in idle. Right now I'm in terminal, and I run group1 GDPR project.py. Give this a couple seconds to boot up. Now you're initially faced with user interaction directly with dashboard 1 before the dashboard loads. So let's enter GDPR article we want to view. Enter these questions based on your personal preferences. After you exit this loop, the dashboard will be loaded, and you want to open this URL. So we will take you there now. Okay, so here we have our Dash framework application, as I showed you before. This is our main page. Based on what you want to view, you can enter user input based on these values to the left. So if I want to view a GDPR article number with its corresponding U.S. law, I can see article GDPR law, U.S. law 1, 2, 3, and read about that. Now, some articles don't have corresponding U.S. laws, so it'll have not available for that. Okay, dashboard B. We have our bar graph of supplemental privacy laws enacted by European Union country, which you can hover over and see how many for each country. And if you want the specific article in the GDPR, which specific countries have additional laws over top of these articles, you can scroll and see the specifics for each country. Okay, so dashboard C, we have a line graph of companies fined by GDPR law, which you can hover over and see amount and company name. Enter D, statistics on worldwide data breaches. We have a couple bar graphs, number of each attack vector used, attacks per organization, number of records compromised per year, and a chart of years in which records were compromised per each company. So you can view that there. And lastly, dashboard E is our implementation of our Google Form survey on customers' preferences on data privacy. So you can view all 5 questions and hover over the divisions to see the percentage of who answered which question based on the answers for each question, color-coded, and you can go from there. And that is our dashboard. So we are CPCO, a GDPR and information security consultancy, implementing these dashboards with our vision as stated below.